Welcome to Royally Unhinged,
The podcast.
It's a podcast where we talk all things marketing, networking, and wizardry. And it's all the things that you need to know and some of the things that you didn't know that you needed to know, and now you know. So we'll know all together.
Yipper.
I am one of your podcast co-hosts, Tara B. With my other lovely, magnificent podcast co-host,
Princess P.
and together we are Royally Unhinged. That was like Garth and whatever. I said this
carry on, Wayne. Carry on, Garth. That was Wayne's World. Wayne's World.
You did that last time too. No, Garth and what's
Brooks?
her face from SNL. It's a different skit, but it's Kristen Wiig has to. We talked about this before in another episode.
Where they're trying to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Yes. I've seen
It was
that.
like that.
Yes, where they're trying to tell a story and they're kind of watching each other to figure out.
And we did not watch each other at all. But here we are. It is the podcast. And we want to say hi.
Hi.
First, what you need to do right now
Hi.
is go like and subscribe.
Hi.
Go like and subscribe so that you can get notified every single Wednesday at noon when our episodes come out.
At noon.
At noon. I want
On
to
hump day.
tell you about the sponsorships.
I wanted to say something, but I'm editing.
Probably a good call.
For
So,
rating.
if you want to sponsor this crazy chaos contraption of chaos,
And you do.
and you do, you want to go, and you already have, I bet, to royallyunhinged.com. Click down at the bottom, fill out the contact form. We'll send you our sponsorship packages. We can either do one right here in the
I
studio.
like your shirt. I've never seen that one.
Really?
It's tone on tone. Do I ever
is.
love that?
It's one of my favorite comfy shirts, and it's Comfort Colors brand. That is super comfy, and
Lurv.
it's one of my favorites.
Video killed
The radio star. Video killed the radio star. Oh my gosh, what was I just saying?
Sponsor.
we can do a podcast about you, right? Well, not about you, but you can
We'll just come and we'll have you stand up beside us and we'll just talk about you.
You can sponsor the podcast, and we can
Her
have your
outfit
information.
is giving.
It's very demure. It's very mindful.
It's giving.
Or-
I don't care. Chic.
Oh my gosh, we're so exhausted right now. Or if you want us to come on location, then we would tailor a topic around your industry and talk about you and all the amazing things that you do and who you are and what your business is. We can do that.
What's your name? Yeah. I mean, we're here to help. That's why we're here. Princess P, Tara B in the house. And we just want to help you with all the things. We're going to give you all the things. So the word of the day.
This water's so good.
The word of the day is consistent. Word of the day. Word of the day. Podcast word of the day. Consistent. Have we talked about it before?
Yes.
Yes. Do we need to talk about it again? Also, yes. Because I keep seeing it. I keep running into it. I just feel like I have to have a t-shirt that says, be consistent. Be consistent. Be consistent. What? Be consistent. Be consistent. Me? Yes. Okay.
Swear to God, that was not planned at all.
Never is.
At all.
Never was.
Never will be.
Forever and ever.
Oh,
Amen. Okay. So I'm just seeing this time after time.
Time after time.
Very good. I teed that one up for her. You start something, you have an idea, and then you stop. Stop stopping. Stop stopping and start doing and be consistent. You have to do something more than once, people. And you know what? Are we going to have a podcast on this topic every season? Probably, because it just keeps coming up. So are you looking at my notes? Don't look at my notes. Don't look at my notes. Cheater pumpkin eater.
I was making sure because we did just do a podcast.
No, this is a new one.
We just did a podcast about consistency like maybe 5 episodes ago. Maybe 6. Maybe 8. I don't know. But we did one recently, so I wanted to make sure that it wasn't the same one that we were doing. So I cheated and I went to go look to make sure it wasn't the same one.
Cheater
and it's
pumpkin
not
eater.
The same one.
Cheater pumpkin eater. Okay, so I was talking to a client just this week, and not the week when this airs, weeks ago. So I was talking to a client, and they reached out to me for a speaking gig because I'm a professional speaker. It's what I do. And so before I get onto the phone calls with them, sometimes I will jump onto their website. I'll do a little stalking.
Don't we all?
Yeah, which we should. So I went onto their website, and me being me, I'm looking at different pages on the website than the business, the company, the organization would be looking at and checking out. So one of them was the About Me. I wanted to know about them, their story, their history, who they are. If I'm going to work with them, partner with them, I want to know what they're all about.
Mm-hmm.
And I start tiptoeing through their web pages. Perusing. I was perusing. And so I saw that they had a video about their organization with their past president on it. So it was their past president saying, "Hi, welcome, blah, 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 blah." And I kept looking kind of like who's on their board, who are their people are. Everything else looked great. I noticed a lot of things. They were very on brand. It was a great website. So then when I got on the phone to have a phone call with the organization, and I was like, "Hey, do you know that you have an old video?" And she was like, what are you talking about? I was like, yeah, you have a video with your past president. Like, you are now the current president, but your past president. And she was kind of like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, hold on. And I start going through. I was like, here's where it is. And she goes, fascinating. She's like, when she came in as the current president, they revamped a lot of things, right? Fixed up their website. But because they know about their organization, they never went to the About Me page. Didn't even realize that was still up.
I feel like the About page is a huge missed one that a lot of people don't regularly update.
And so this is all going to tie into, again, just being consistent, because if you have a website, and I'm assuming every single one of you dids. There you go.
Jiu-jitsu.
So how often do you go and check it out? And it might behoove you to have a third party, to have a random person come and take a look at your website. A friend, a family member, someone you meet at the bus stop, have them look over your website. Well, that'd be really good, actually. If you just sat down beside a stranger and said, take a look at this website, tell me what you notice. What is it giving?
Very demure, very
mindful. No, like, honestly though, Tara, like, because we look at it ourselves with kind of what we want to know, but to have somebody else look at it and say, this is what I'm realizing.
It would actually be interesting if you kind of set up like a little demo sort of thing, like a pop-up that you actually have on like a... Do you know those videos where those two guys, like one of them is always just holding a sign and it's just like you read it and you have to like figure out the puzzle or whatever it is, and then they give you like $100 if you figure it out, but
Sure.
You're like... It's like setting up something like that. It's just a demonstration. Like,
yeah, where they just come in, they
Yeah.
just have like a laptop set up.
Yeah, just set up a stool with a laptop. Obviously, you'll probably be standing there too because you don't want somebody to run off with your laptop. But just like have the website up and just like have a sign that says, come tell us what you think about this website. And then just like have a microphone there that people can just like record their thoughts about it. Like, it would be kind of interesting to see who would actually do it, because I feel like in today's world, people are busy and they wouldn't stop to take the time. But
Aye, Captain. So consistency with your website, because I think also with your website, you need to be looking at it regularly, even if it's just once every 6 months, and having your website person look at it, but you go in and look at it to make sure, is it accurate? Well, I just did this. I just went and looked at my website, and I still had a sign up for a newsletter, which once upon a time, once when you were mine. Like when
she thought it would be sublime.
And it was at the time. So when I first set up my website with Tara, who did it for me, I thought I was going to be doing a newsletter. So it made sense to have a sign up for a newsletter here. and it was still there. So I needed talk about consistency. I wasn't being consistent because I had a spot for people to sign up for a newsletter that didn't exist.
Yeah, I don't know if we had that connected to anything or like if it was where all the people that signed up for went to.
Okay.
I have no idea.
Tara. This reminds me of Once Upon a Time.
Once upon. Okay, that's already done and over with. Move on.
I was working for a company which will remain nameless. And I was kind of in the recruiting HR-ish type position. And I realized there was a spot on the website where people who had interest in working for this company could like click to fill out a form.
The form.
And I went to the company and I was like, where are these going? There were hundreds of thousands of interest, of leads that just went out to the abyss because they weren't actually attached to anything. They weren't going to an email inbox. They weren't like being directed.
Oh my gosh, that totally reminds me of a time at a previous agency I worked for, and an employee that was there was building a website, and they were supposed to do the content. Like we had a set like checklist of like A, B, and C. This is what you do first. This is what you do next. Blah blah blah. Right when you go to launch, you test all the contact forms and everything. That never got done.
Oh my gosh!
So months go by, and the person, the business, was like, "Why haven't I gotten any of my contact forms? Like I haven't gotten any. Like that seems weird." So I went to go look, checking my coworkers' stuff. Never added an email address to receive any of these contact. But luckily we did have, it was all of the entries are stored in a cloud with a processor that I use, which I still use actually. It's very good. Third-party plugin, or not even a plugin. Anyways, but so we were able to pull and export all the entries that came in and give them to the person. But it was still like, double check. What is it? Measure twice.
Cut once.
Cut once.
Okay, and this is why this is so important, because people just decide like, oh, I want to have this, I want to have this, I want to do this, I want to run this thing, I want to be involved in all these things. But if you don't actually check, if you're not consistent with checking, looking at it, looking it over, you might just be sending a whole bunch of customers and clients into nowhere land.
Well, we just talked about it in one of our last, at the part 2 tattoo episode, about double checking the work of like misspellings on tattoos and stuff. Like,
man,
how many times do you look at a tattoo before you actually tattoo it? Or like, are you as an artist, like, are you so focused on just like getting the lines that you're not even reading what it says? Like, anyways, it's just double. But
again,
check.
I think sometimes with people's websites, like they throw a website up, they're like, great, good, it's done. And nobody looks at it to either change it up, put a new blog post, adjust your hours, your location, your specials.
Well, and those are small things because like
staff
is
oh, that drives me nuts.
I just had to what you were saying, that you had a meeting with somebody and they had their old president on a video on their website. I just had a meeting with one of my past clients that came back, wanted some updates on their website, that came back because they had staff changes. Their I don't know if he was CEO or I don't know, COO, I don't know. He was one of the, he was running it all. He left to take another position, and they had a new person that came to step in. So we're going through now and updating, okay, well, he needs to be taken off. But then there was the question, because there's a staff photo of them, of all of them together.
Okay.
That is on their website. Well, he's not.
How many of those people are still, yeah.
So I asked them, it was one of my questions, do you want me to Photoshop him out or remove the photo and switch it with something else? They decided to leave it because he was the founder of the company and whatever, he was a part of it and whatever. But it's just like also making sure that you are updating the website with any new staff changes, any like I do that for all of my, like one of my nonprofit clients just right up here. Like they have board members and staff members change like regularly because that's the industry that they're in. So it's just like making sure you're updating it and staying consistent, because the worst thing is that somebody reaches out and wants to talk to that person specifically and they're not there. Like they're gone. They're poof. They're hasta la vista, baby. It's just not wonderful stuff.
True. 100%. I'm going to tie this in to today's episode. I'm giving Tara the title for this episode because it's going to be consistency and impatient cow. Because our culture, our North American culture is super impatient. I'm speaking for myself. I'm speaking for you, the listener, watcher, not for Tara. But we are so impatient. And this rears its head, especially in marketing. And also, and I could talk about this like being on a health journey, health quest. It's a quest. It's really like Frodo. It's a quest. It's like the mountains. It's trying to get the ring because that's a quest. Like you watch the Lord of the Rings movie, they're not going for a walk. They're not going for a Saturday morning hike. It is a quest. And the thing about Lord of the Rings, I'm going to geek out a little bit here.
Yeah, because I didn't in the last episode.
Like, you watch their diligence, like, to get the ring to where it needs to go, what they have to endure, what they go through. I would have quit after...
I would have made Gandalf just come and give me the giant eagles and let me just fly one in. Because apparently that's a thing.
Okay, wasn't going to go here, but I'm bringing this in. So, when I was in Tucson, I was recently in Tucson.
There's a lot of Arizona people that are just going to be so mad yelling at the screen that you just said it like that.
When I was on the plane, right, download all the movies. Anyway, I just watched, and I want to get this right because he deserves all of the props that I could possibly, hold on, talk amongst yourselves.
I have no idea what she's doing.
Okay, so, his name is Nirmal Purja. Okay, so what he did was, he's an Indian from India, and he decided he wanted to summit all 16 of the biggest mountains, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like all the, like, Everest, K2, all the things. Why is this not going? So he was able to do, okay. I'm still thinking about this, and stay with me, people. I'm going to tie this in. This is about endurance. This is about patience. This is about sticking with it. He did an ascent of all 14 8,000 meter mountains within 6 months. So where you see the TV shows of people trying to summit Mount Everest, and they like take months and they train and everything, and then they go and they barely make it down there, like, whew. Like this guy literally with his posse, there was 5 of them. He was one of 5, went up Everest, came down the next day, went to the next mountain, did that mountain, came down. So you watch this documentary on this guy, and the fact that he did all 14 of these mountains within 6 months, just like boom, boom, boom. And I watched this show, Tara, and I was so inspired because even when it was hard, difficult, they hit storms. At one point, like he's trying to make a timeline. He's trying to like break records and everything. And there's people that got stuck on the mountain. And he was like, we need to move on to our next one, but I can't leave anyone on the mountain. Come on, guys, let's go get them. So twice they went and rescued people and brought them down at the expense of their own thing. Like this guy was a machine watching what they did. And I just sat there and watched this and was like, and I complained about what? Because in our modern day culture, we want everything so fast.
Yep.
When it comes to our health and weight loss and stuff, people want it immediately. They're not willing to give and I'm the biggest culprit of this. I'm very much like, okay, if I start like doing arm curls, can I lift a car tomorrow? Like, what do you mean it's going to take months to get? We want everything quickly. And boy, oh boy, does it ever land in marketing and business.
Oh, yeah.
People want things immediately, which is why they are not consistent.
I mean, that's the same thing with how websites should be built, because there was a whole thing. It's probably changed a little bit, but if people go to your website and it takes like more than 3 point whatever seconds to load or something like that, like they're already off on the next website because they're so impatient. They can't wait for the rest of it to load, which is one of the things why you need to have a website that works quickly and loads and all that stuff. But then I'm like,
Okay, I have an issue with that a little bit because I want to push back on our humanness. Once again, I watched another documentary on Fred Rogers.
it's funny that she's saying that she wants to push back because right when I did my, I'm like,
because we're pushing towards that whole like, okay, if it doesn't catch your attention in 3 seconds and people are going to move along, so you better have it catch them in 2 seconds.
That's the thing though. People just have a short attention span.
Are we feeding into it?
Yes. Because what you and I talk about a lot of the time is having that human touch to things, having it be organic, authentic, like being you, see previous episode, like have it speak to what you are and who you are. So if you want some super flashy thing that's making your website load just a little bit slower, like that's okay. Like that's fine.
This is where I think we need to talk to people, Tara. Like you,
Dearest gentle reader.
But they're not reading. They're watching. Like
dearest gentle watcher.
Let this be a reminder. Everything takes time. Everything takes time. And if you're sitting there listening, watching, driving today, and you're feeling a little bit discouraged because you haven't made $1 million yet this week, or you haven't, I don't know, gotten 50,000 followers this week, or you haven't whatever, give it time. Everything takes time. In our culture today, our North American culture is very much instant, fast, super viral.
It is. I think when was McDonald's was the first fast food chain, yeah?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was because they came up. There was a whole there was a movie about it with
yeah.
I'm going to forget his name. He played Batman way long ago.
Val Kilmer?
No.
Oh.
Okay, now I have to look it up because now it's gonna bother me. There was some movie about McDonald's and how it came to be.
Oh yeah. Like how it became.
Like how it started, and it was like
the documentary, like
yeah, but like it all started with like this team from McDonald's or something. Like they brought the one guy, can't remember his name. I'm gonna look it up. To
Michael...
a restaurant. Yeah, it's Michael something.
You keep talking, I'll look it up.
But they brought him to a restaurant, and they
Michael
had
Keaton?
like yes, Michael Keaton. Thank you. They had a powder that they literally just had a glass of water, and then they poured in the powder, and then they mixed it, and then it became a milkshake. Like it just like instant.
Ew.
So I'm wondering if that's like when this whole super fast, because if you look like back in the olden days, way back long ago, like in Victorian times, like I'm pretty
Is that what that is, Einstein? What kind of old man was that?
Why is it a man?
That sounded
That's
like...
how I'm gonna talk when I'm like 85 and I'm in my red Cadillac.
And we'll still be podcasting at that point. It'll be like...
Could you imagine? Oh my god.
Oh, we have to come dressed up one day. We just have to do an episode where we're old lady episode.
Old lady episode.
And then we should say that. Is that rude to... Is that
No, we need to do a Golden Girls episode where we're dressed like the Golden Girls. Just saying. But I'm wondering, because like back in like Regency era, Victorian era, like things weren't quick. Like they took lots of time.
But the expectation isn't there anymore. Like now our expectation is super fast.
But that's what I'm wondering, if like when McDonald's started their rise, when they became a thing, because that's when fast food like first started. Is that the same thing as like when the new ovens started coming out? Like where did this, we need it now, it's my money and I want it now. Like when did when did that happen? When did the
like with
switch
microwaves and everything.
Yeah.
Where it's like we weren't cooking, we wanted, honestly, we are so off the rails. This is not what I want to talk about today. But I think a big part is when women really entered the workforce and there was no one at home. Now you need quick meals. Like there's nobody.
Yeah.
But I digress. I want to talk about Mr. Rogers here for a minute because I was watching the documentary on Mr. Rogers and how he did the shows and how he slowed everything down and he really talked to the kids and it was very
we've had
slow
that. Yeah, we've talked about
paced.
that before.
Compared to now, right? Like our attention spans are just lost.
Super bright colors, super like, even if you look at the colors from the show that he was in, like there were still a lot of color, but it was really muted. It wasn't like super bright and like flashy and in your face. It was very calm. Like
and they're saying all the smart people in the world are saying that what's happening to our attention spans right now with the stuff that we're watching and how we're interacting with our phones and media. Okay, I'm going to bring this back. So I kind of went off topic a little bit, but about being patient, number one, and being consistent. Because again, there was someone else. I know we've talked about this before, but I've seen this again recently where someone's either, I'm starting a podcast. Awesome. I'm starting this new series. Awesome. And there's like one or two.
And then that's it. And they fall off the face of the planet.
So a couple things. If you're going to stop something, take it off your website. Take it off your socials. Like it's a bad look.
So you're saying like if they start like a podcast and they only have like 2 episodes, like take down the 2 episodes off of your...
Well, what do you think?
Like the posts? I don't know. I mean,
because when someone's like, I'm starting this new series and I'm going to be doing this thing, and they do 2 of them and then never again.
I think it depends on what it is though. Because like, I mean, long time ago,
I can still remember how the music used to make me smile.
When I started this company, I wanted to start doing like a... Oh god, that just popped up on my feed. Where's my page? I wanted to start doing like a, here's my favorite fonts of this week or something like that. And it was gonna be a series. Like I had 2 of them that I did. Was that it? That was it. Like, do I take those down because I didn't do any other series with them? Like it's not hurting anything. They're there.
No, that
are you talking like
different.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think it depends on like what type of series, or like if you're starting a whole project about things and you're like, it's gonna be all of this, and I don't know. I think it depends.
Okay, because here's what happens. I think sometimes people start something, okay, like a podcast, and then they do 2 episodes or 3, and then it's like, that's a lot of work.
And then they just give up.
Yes. Yeah. Instead of realizing you want to climb Everest, you're going to get to base camp 1 or 2 and be like, this is hard. Yeah, Frodo. It's going to be hard work, but
Yes, Samwise Gamgee.
That's right. It's the getting to the end. You don't get halfway and then like, well, I guess I'll take the ring home. Like, it doesn't work that way. When it gets hard, you bring in help, you figure it out, you dive deep. We're soft, Tara. Soft. Is it fun? No, sometimes it's not fun. But I'm here to tell you this. You need me in your life today. You're driving, you're gardening, you're listening. I don't know what you're doing right now. You're cooking, you're robbing a bank. Who knows? Whatever you're doing.
I don't want to be affiliated with that.
If you are, I'm here to tell you first, stop robbing the bank. No good.
No bueno.
But you need someone in me that's like, is it hard? Yeah, it's hard. Guess what? You can do hard things. And for your business, in order to be consistent, to kind of gain traction, for people to understand, for people to know, you're going to have to do the hard things. And I'm speaking to myself as well, because there's some days where I'm like, I do not want to do the hard things because it's hard.
Please know that when we are like sitting here and we're like spouting things off about like what we've encountered or like
taking notes for myself
or whatever, like we live through this too. As Paula, as a business owner, as a speaker, as a trainer, me as a business owner, as a mom, well, Paula's a mom too. Like, just, we're normal people. Like, we go through all of this too. Like, we go through the struggles too. So, like, what we're telling you, like, we also have to remind ourselves. So it's not just like
truth.
We're all power knowledge. We're not the man behind the curtain in Oz. Like, we're not. Like, we're just sharing our experiences.
I am the great Oz.
The great and powerful Oz.
Well, because you know how many times I have people come to me and they think like this whole speaking career I got going
is like super easy.
Oh, they're just, I want to be a speaker just like you. How'd you do it? hard work,
It's so
consistency, and
She
perseverance.
just shows up and talks and leaves. She does nothing
It
else.
has been so much work. Believe me, there's been many times I have been. Where is it in Lord of the Rings where they stop for a while with all the fairies? They're with the
Rivendell.
Yeah, and they're kind of like taking a break, little rest, little recuperation.
Respite.
You know, they're there, they're having some food, they're kind of regrouping,
To make their plan of their next form of attack.
right?
Yes.
And so they're there and they're like, this is very nice here. We could very easily just stay here. Like, yep, sometimes you're going to have a break, but then you got to keep going.
Especially if you're on a certain journey. So I just wanted to let you guys know, like,
Yeah, I'm not just
go
talking at
through-
you like,
No, like, we go through these struggles too as business owners and just people in life. Like, keep going, be consistent, but it's also don't be impatient about things, especially when it comes to marketing your business, because that's where
it
people
takes time.
there's no magic
Beans. You guys, when people look at me sometimes they're like, oh, you're so lucky. No, Barbara, not lucky. I have put in the work and kept showing up and doing the things, even when it wasn't fun, even when I didn't want to. I kept doing it because I knew if I was consistent, this is a good TED Talk for Paula today, because I've started working out and I'm really sore today because I just increased my weight. And I was like, this is dumb. It's not working.
That's probably why you're tired.
Listen, could be, but I never equate these things together in my head. Like, is that why I'm tired and sore? I don't know, because I haven't had enough protein today.
To the studio
Because I had a donut. Because I had a donut. And then I wonder why I'm tired. You people listening out there, you are not being consistent. And then you're like, why am I not making money? Because you ate a donut.
I was just gonna say, because I went to go eat a donut.
You went and ate a donut, but it was a really good donut. But you ate a donut. So, okay, we're going to keep going.
We're gonna keep going
Because I got more. Because I want you to tell, we're going to talk about, we won't mention the business,
but
you recently patronized
I did.
a business who had the wrong hours listed for their business. And here's why this is important. This is about being consistent. How often do you go and look at your Google business profile and just make sure all your information is correct? Your hours, when you're open, I don't know who works there. Tara just talked about this. If you're going to put up a team photo, fine. But what happens is when you do a team photo, every time you have a little bit of change, now you need a whole new team photo. That's often why on websites they do the individual photos of the team members. That way, if somebody leaves, you can just erase.
You could also, just little tip and trick, if you do have a professional...
If somebody leaves, you can go into your team photo and just put like Gandalf over them. You can change out their face in the team photo.
So ironically, the company that I'm talking about,
You know how
that
funny
they
that would
had...
be? Grover. People looking at your team photo like, is that Ernie and Bert?
Yes. Yes, it is. They work here. They started the company years
Sorry,
ago.
go ahead, Tara.
But what I was going to say, ironically, is because the company that I am switching some stuff for, because their COO or whoever left, when I originally did their website, they had a couple people that they needed to take off from the last time that they had their staff photo taken. So they're like, oh, do we have to get a new photo? Maybe we just won't use it. And I was like, no, I think you need to use it because it shows who you are. It shows that you're people and blah, blah, blah.
What did you do?
So I photoshopped the other people out and I put their logo in the spot where they were, and it looks totally fine.
Oh,
but
look at you.
If you do have, this is where I was going with this. If you do have a photographer, a professional photographer that takes your staff photos, your headshots of your staff or whatever like that, you could have them do a composite of
taking all the individual pictures and then putting them together.
Yes, and
I
then
like
put
that.
it all together. So then, if you do have somebody leave, it's very easy for them to go in and just take them out.
Love that. Okay, I want you to tell the little story without telling the business.
Yes.
But again, why it's so important when everybody's like, I don't know why I'm not making money and why I'm not famous and rich. Because you're not being consistent and checking on the things.
I feel like my eyes just went cross-eyed. I'm going to have to look and see if they did.
We'll rewind. Pause.
No,
Go back.
Sometimes, like, I, like, get so focused on something that, like, my eyes start getting, like, blurry. And then I've actually looked at it before and one of my eyes starts to shift over. I have like a lazy eye without like, it's weird.
That's because that eye is not being consistent.
Well, that's my eye that has.
Oh, is that your arrow eye?
That's my.
Your Katniss eye?
That's my Katniss eye.
Mm.
My blind eye. Okay, so
I volunteer as tribute.
I was gonna say third eye blind because I was like blind eye and whatever. Okay, so a few days ago, not when this, whatever, some time ago, I actually saw there was a place around here that it's a storefront, and they post little like previews and stuff of what they have that week. So I saw something in one of the pictures that they posted, and I really, 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 really wanted it, and I've never been there before, and I was like, I don't know how their pricing is. It could be really good, it could be really bad, I don't know. So I had planned after one of my morning meetings that I was going to head straight out there because it said that it was going to open at 10. No, my eyes are doing it again because there's something floating. Do you see it?
What are you talking about?
It's over the camera right now. It's like a little black thing. It's just floating.
Keep going, Tara.
It's over. Okay. So, so they post.
And now for a word from our sponsor.
It's so weird. I don't know what's happening. Okay. Anyways, so they posted that they were going to open at a certain time. So typically this place normally has a line of people waiting to enter when they open because they have really, really good stuff there and everything gets snatched up really quickly. So they opened at a certain time. So we headed out there and we were there at like 9:40 or something like that, and they're supposed to open at 10. So we got out there, and my mom got there first because I was like, I'm not gonna make it in time because I had to stay after my meeting, whatever. So I went with my mom and Cindy and
Cindy
and my youngest, and they got there first, and she's like, the door's open, there's no line here, and I was like, what? It better build it. I bet it's still there then because there's not a line. There's not anybody that grabbed it. So then I finally got there and I walked in and my mom's like, they open at 9 now. And I was like, no, it says 10. I looked at one of their social media profiles and it still had their past open times on there.
No bueno.
So because of that, I did not get what I wanted, because it was already sold. And actually why we ended up looking around there because I loved this kind of stuff. So we were just looking around at everything else that they had. And then while we were waiting, because my mom took a phone call, so I had to wait for her to be done. There was another couple that came in, an older couple, and they walked around for a hot minute, like really quick. They didn't see what they were looking for. They went to go ask the gal at the front and said, there was this that we saw on the pictures or whatever. And she's like, oh yeah, that's sold this morning. She's like, well, it's only been like 15 minutes that you've been open, because she also saw that their time that they opened was at 10.
Yeah.
So this is where it brings back to being very consistent, because that lady was not happy that she did not get what she wanted.
This is a big deal. Or the vice versa. If it says that they stay open until 10 and you get there at like 9:45 and they're closed.
That's happened to me before at local stores here, though. Like, more specifically, like, I guess you call them fast food places, but they're not really. I don't know. I'm thinking like sandwich shop.
Yeah.
Big sandwich shop that everybody knows. But that's happened here before, where like we've tried to order food online, like a sandwich online or something, and it says that we can't order it. So then my hubby will go up to the store and it's just closed, but online their Google profile says that they're open till like 9, and it's like 7:45.
Okay, and this is really important. You need to understand that one of the reasons why you want a Google business profile is because it's tied into Google Maps. Now, you are either using Apple Maps or Google Maps. Okay, either way, it's looking online to see what your info is so that people can find out. And I use it all the time. All the time when I'm running somewhere, I will look real quick to see what the hours are and when do they close or when do they open. I did it this morning. I had to make a little stop to pick up a little present for someone. And I was like, oh, this place probably opens at 8, whatever. Nope, opened at 6. I was like, brilliant. I can get there super early. So it's really important that you have that information out there, because unfortunately, Humans are super impatient. They have one bad experience with you when they come and they try to show up and you're closed. Or like what you're hearing Tara say, they waited to show up until when they thought you were open. You were already open for an hour. They didn't get the thing that they wanted. Now they're kind of irritated and it leaves a bad taste in their mouth.
I mean, I'll move on because the thing that I wanted, it was priced too high for me anyways, what I was willing to pay. But one other thing I wanted to mention too quick is that, like, as we're saying, like, make sure all your profiles are, like, up to date and with the correct info and store hours and websites and locations and phone numbers and contact forms or links and whatever, all of that stuff. Because if somebody's going onto a GPS app, like Waze or Apple Maps or Google Maps, because that's an app now too, or like any other map thing that you use for GPS to get to places, each one of those pulls from a different platform. Waze is actually owned by Google. So that's very easy to connect if your Google profile is updated. I believe Apple Maps is connected to, it's Yelp or Bing. I can't remember which one. It's one of them. But you, like, and if you're like, I don't have a Yelp, I guarantee you probably do, and you need to go.
But you know what? This is why when I do
it.
my business optimization, my Google business profile optimization, we go and list the business on Bing. That's part of the steps that I take them through.
Bing needs to be one too, but that's what I'm saying, because like you probably have a listing out there that you don't even know about that isn't claimed. So if you don't claim it, somebody else can just go grab it and then they control it and they can do whatever they want with it. So that's why it's also important to be consistent across all like search engine optimization places like Google, like Yelp, like Bing. Gosh, what are some of the other ones? DuckDuckGo, which I don't even know.
Ask Jeeves.
It's just Ask now. Ask.com. Actually, I don't know if that's still a thing. Yahoo, like all of those things, like
AOL.
Whatever. It's still a thing. It's still
MSN.com.
MySpace.
Oh.
Your Tinder account. I don't know. Just make sure it's like all consistent across all the places, so that if people are, especially if you're a storefront though too, like people physically go to you to pick up whatever or get a service or whatever, like, because they're going to type in what your address is into a GPS. And if it's wrong, you're going to have problems.
Be consistent. Be consistent. Be consistent. All right, folks, that's all we have time for today. But I want you to be encouraged. I want you to be encouraged that it's going to take time. Whatever marketing you're doing, it's going to take time. You need to be consistent. It's not going to happen overnight. Nothing good happens overnight. It's like climbing Everest. It's like getting the ring to... Where are they trying to get the ring to?
Mordor.
Oh, yeah.
They have to put it
I keep thinking of the Hobbit land, the Hobbit, the Shire, where they start from.
That's where they start. That's not where they're going to... Because they have to go destroy the rings.
Yes. One ring to rule them all. So... Until you find the ring or climb Mount Everest.
This thumbnail is totally going to be Lotor vibed right now.
Just keep going. Keep climbing them. Climb every mountain. Keep going. Even when it's hard. Even when you're tired. Eat the donut. Take the ring.
Don't eat the donut.
If you eat the donut, you got to keep going to drop the ring into the fountain of happiness. And then...
Just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming. We love you. We want you to like, follow, subscribe, and be consistent. I am one of your podcast co-hosts, Princess Paula, along with my lovely podcast co-host,
Tara B.
Together, the two of us are like Frodo and Bilbo Baggins.
Okay, who is who?
Who do you want to be? Potatoes.
I want to be Sam.
Oh, all right. Potatoes. Then I'm Mr. Frodo. I'll be Frodo. I'm very Frodo.
Because Sam just supports Frodo and keeps him alive the whole time.
Yes, with potatoes.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Boil them, boil them, boil them, boil them, boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
My precious. Okay. Hang around, folks. We'll see you next time on Royally Unhinged, the podcast. Now, if you've hung around this long, every episode, not related to Lord of the Rings, but on the Harry Potter side of things, every episode we hide
a little tiny thing.
Well, this season,
a little wizard that has a long beard and can very easily be mistaken for Gandalf
Truth!
by a lot of people.
Do you know where he is?
I have no idea. Oh, I see him.
Cindy! Do you see where I hid him? Look it. He's right here. He's hiding.
He's writing on my bee bag.
He's in the purse.
I'm a bee, I'm a bee, I'm a bee.
She's a bee, she's a bee. Bye, Felicia.